How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. I'm sure everybody heard by now that Dave Chappelle's special in Minnesota was canceled. And if you haven't heard about it, surprise. This is what we've come down to. Cancel culture at its greatest. That now a high level profile comedian, his show was canceled. And why? Because of his anti trans comments. Man, are you kidding me? That is far from anti-trans comments. Like, I've seen the special. Okay, and the people that are offended by this need thicker skin. Much thicker skin. I mean, Caitlyn Jenner knows. Caitlyn Jenner knows even. She is such an amazing sport for someone who's transgender. She even went on like a roast to one of those Comedy Central roasts. But you call that anti-trans comments? Are you kidding me? Come on. Netflix wouldn't allow something like that to air. And this is what reminds me of South Park. So South Park, they're a vulgar animated show, kind of like The Simpsons and Family Guy, but they're very, very vulgar. And they make fun of everyone and everything you can imagine. They are savage AF. They do not hold back. And there was an episode where they made fun of Scientology. Okay. Now, the actor who plays Chef, after that episode, quit the series because he's a Scientologist. And that was unacceptable. And the creators of the show made a great point. They say, you had no problem making fun of Jews, Christians, Muslims, etc. And on and on and on. But as soon as we touch on Scientologists, that's an issue. So, where is this so-called woke mob, if you will, with everybody else, with every other group? It seems they only come out and protest in favor of trans people for some reason. Where were they all these years, all these decades, when other groups were made fun of? Now, I applaud and I am grateful for folks like Dave Chappelle and Ricky Gervais and Bill Burr. Okay, all their Netflix specials were challenged, but they don't care. They continue to fight the good fight. They continue to stand up against cancel culture. Dave Chappelle said something along the lines of, the more they try to silence me, the more the more I know I have to go out there and continue speaking. And yes, an average person can fight too, but unfortunately, they don't have the power to get away with it. Okay, they could get shot down, fired, punished immediately, and punished for what? For having an opinion, for making a comment. I understand hate speech. I get that, but come on. Most of the time, it is not hate speech. The Netflix. I applaud them for not falling under pressure. But let's face it, they're only doing it because they've invested way too much in these guys. They've invested way too much to take such a loss. And, Netflix did tell, but listen, I still give them props. I'm still grateful for that. And they told their so-called woke employees that if you don't like it, you can quit. And it goes the same for like watching the content. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. It does not entice hate. Are you kidding me? That's BS. That's BS. And Netflix has been really cool and balanced with the content they put out. Some people might call them woke because of certain content they put out, but I think they're very fair. They put out content that would work for everybody. So the woke mob, as they call them, okay, there is plenty of content for them to enjoy, and they don't have to watch the things that they don't want to watch. Now, what kind of an ideology is like, oh, let's cancel the people that we don't agree with? I mean, look, Again, these comedians are not enticing violence. They're not enticing hate. That's ridiculous. Do you even realize all the Jewish jokes? I'm Jewish, so do you even realize all the Jewish jokes that have been going on throughout the years? And you know what? I would say most of it, like 95%, I find funny. And if I don't, I just move on with my day. Comedy is subjective. I don't have to find everything to be funny. And that's cool. And if we have thick skin, and the Jews been through a lot, black people, they've been through a lot. If they have thick skin, then this so-called woke mob also needs some thick skin. Joe Rogan's another one. You know, people wanted to cancel Joe Rogan, and Spotify wouldn't have it. And again, most likely because they invested way too many millions in him. So they had to make a decision. Now, to Joe Rogan's credit, he cooperated. You know, all those singers, especially Neil Young, they wanted to leave. He was like, he reached out and said, you know, he didn't throw fuel to the fire. I want to shout out a couple of notables here. Bill Maher. Now, Bill Maher never experienced anything like this, as far as I know, but he does use his platform on HBO to be the voice of reason and talk out against it and to defend comedy. Andrew Schultz is another one. He's really, really big on social media. He has a podcast. He bought the rights back to his comedy special from a streaming service because they didn't want to air it with certain jokes that were on there. So he's like, fine. You know, he you know, he didn't take the jokes out. He's like, I'll just buy it back and I'll air it myself. It's all good. Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, they had Dave Chappelle's back when his show got canceled. They invited him to join them on stage. They're all, you know, having each other's backs. They're all sticking up for what's right. They're all working together. And this is very important. I'm not here to disrespect anybody or to be divisive. I'm just saying that us normal people, we should stand up to bullies and we shouldn't allow them to get their way. And to the people that are part of this so-called woke mob, I'm asking you to wake up. What do you guys think? I want you to comment on this. I want you to like it if you liked it. And if you do, please subscribe to my network. Until next time, thank you.